Welcome to the Steamfunk Plays Kerbal Space Program. And this is a little experiment, but a new challenge for me. I'm creating a new game, and with this new game, I'm going to be focusing on earning science for or in Kerbal Space Program. And this is my first attempt at it. So this is still an experiment, so bear with me during the process. You can see I already had a few programs begun, so first thing we gotta do is jump right into it. And I think in the beginning of the game it's actually pretty easy to start in the career mode. Get yourself your capsule, some tanks of fuel. Usually 4 is about enough, and a rocket or an engine. And I believe this engine has gimbals, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. And then you also need, well, you really don't need this, but it's a antenna. And I was contemplating creating a like a little stand to hold up the rocket, but I decided for the first couple of liftoffs not to bother with that. And it's interesting to see this game because it's like it's not perfect yet. I think they do need some. It's still in the beta stage, but they do need some improvements here. So I called it KX1, just to have a starter. Go to the launch pad. This is the part that takes forever in the game, but you're seeing it live as I recorded it. And there's the launch pad. And one of the things you gotta do is throttle up. And of course I had my rocket. As soon as I hit liftoff, the parachute went off, which was not cool. However, this was enough for me to get some science. So I think I did a crew report first, if I'm not mistaken, or I saved it at least. Then did an EVA with was this Bob or Bill, one of the guys, one of the little Kerbins. I don't think it's it's Jeremiah. Jeremiah is legendary in this game, so you'll be seeing a lot of Jeremiah during the process. And then something happened to the flag here. I planted the flag, and something happened. I think the little sign there actually kicked it down. I don't know how that could have happened, but I put it there anyway. And back to the Space Center. Now, it took me forever to figure out how to, go back to the Space Center. You got to throttle down when you need to go back to the Space Center. That's like this rule that I had no idea. There's nothing in writing that tells you, oh, by the way, you have to throttle down on your craft to do this. But I did it, and it took me forever just to figure that out. I think I had to ask them. So there's me spending my first science on Kerbal Space Program, and I think I do a second mission here real quick. So I don't think I really did much difference here. I did adjust for the parachute, and I think I added on, the decoupler, which really can make a big difference here. And I don't think I did much more than that. Didn't add any more engines. So we got the the goo container. Honestly, that is the name of this container. Mysterious goo. So I'm gonna, you know, make two of them there and put on the radio receiver. And you're constantly kind of making sure that everything is set up properly. And we're going to call that KX2 and move on to the launch pad. So this is the second launching. And let's see what happens here. We time warp. I don't know why they bother to time warp. That's the thing about the beta, is I wish a few things are smoother, like when you set up a rocket, where these little events happen. They need to make it more intuitive to their system. So I think I just headed due north, little across, just a little hop across the water here. Didn't go very far. But let's see what happens here. I think I just set it at a 45-degree angle. Checked my resources. Got plenty of electrical charge. There's monopropellant in there, despite the fact that I don't think the ship had any, but maybe it had a little bit. And you can see I'm losing fuel pretty quickly. And you can see here on the map where we are, how far I'm going. And we run out of fuel pretty soon here. You can see we're beginning to go up out of the atmosphere. We're into the thinner layers of the atmosphere. And as soon as I disconnected, the parachute took off again. I should have set the parachute at a separate level, because I could have probably flown a lot more without the parachute being deployed. But now, I did not have anything toggled on at this point, but I think I went ahead and tried to run some science for the goo on at least one of them, and I think I ran it. You can see the little antenna go up there. And you'll see the battery get drained, so I've got no more battery. And pretty much that's that. And then it begins to fall back down to the Earth. And of course we're on Kerbal, so Earth meaning ground instead of planet. And now, yeah, there you go. I think I'm warping a little forward here to get it down to the ground. And I got to admit, the videos I watch are pretty much these Scott Manley videos. He is a guy from the UK, I think Scotland, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure. And he's really great, and he knows a lot about science and everything, and I've learned a lot about this game through him. So check his YouTube page out. This is just for my own personal fun and doing something different, and I have another game where I'm far ahead in the science, but I wanted to start fresh and just enjoy the process of earning and recording it as an event. So that's what I'm doing, basically. And so we're almost down to the ground. And let's see here, I think we will earn some science. Nice gentle touchdown, pretty much. Here we go. You can tell we're on a hill. So So again, is this Jeremiah? I think it is. You run your EVA. Take a soil sample. Excuse me, I had to yawn there. It's about 10 o'clock at night here. K2 or KX2, it doesn't really matter. And we'll go back in the ship and run some more science on the goo, which I don't think gave us much. No, not a lot. And then remember to throttle down. There it goes. And then go to the Space Center. And then earn your science, which I think I just take the top science here. Oh, you can't earn it until you actually get the ship back. So as you'll see here, that's where you're earning your science. And then you go back to your tech tree. I think I opened up the top level of the tech tree. Yep, there it is. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I did that. Alright, so we got a little ways to go. Alright, that's, I think, the end of the episode. So thanks for watching, and